Howdy y'all, this is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to cover culling animals out of your herd, and I'm going to show you a group of goats that we're going to cull this year or right now, and why we decided to cull those animals and keep the ones that we did. So I hope y'all enjoy the video and stick with us. It's kind of windy today. We got a storm rolling up, so we're going to kind of cover this kind of quick so y'all can get y'all out of the wind and hopefully we don't get wet. But the other day I didn't film it just because I wanted to concentrate on what I was doing. I separated all the goats out to the group that I want to keep and the group that I want to get rid of. Starting about a year ago when I started this YouTube journey, I said that I had 17 nannies, I believe then, and I wanted to get to 30 nannies. And right now we're at 30 nannies that I'm gonna keep. So I went through the whole herd of about, I think it was 36 nannies, and I selected the girls that I want to keep in the herd, and I cut out several that I didn't. I'm about to show you the ones that I cut out the herd, and then we'll take a look at the ones that I decided to keep. So my biggest criteria whenever I was cutting animals out of the herd to sell was basically parasite load, what it came down to. I didn't really cut anybody this year because of bad feet or mothering abilities. They all came down to just the worm load. These two little goats right here, this one's a girl, this one's a boy. But they came out of our goat sheep that got pretty sick several months ago. Sheep's staying on the farm. If she was any other goat, she'd be gone too. But I'm not going to keep her daughter just because I don't want to carry on those genetics of an animal that's going to be very susceptible to worms. And kind of moving on down, this large goat right here is Nanny right here. That's actually her baby from last year. She's one that I've had to keep worming a lot, and her daughter kind of staying a little wormy herself. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of her. This goat over here, I kind of got down to the last several goats I wanted to go through, and she didn't really pass the FOMACHA score with me, and I've had to worm her several times in the past, so I went ahead and got rid of her. Several weeks ago, we lost a goat or two due to worms, and one of the nannies that we lost, this was actually her babies. One's a boy and one's a girl, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of them as well. And several of the other younger girls got underneath this gate and back in there with their mothers. That's fine. I'm gonna cut them out of the herd in several days when I take them to the sale barn. I had several people locally ask if they could buy young nannies from me or even a nanny. And I'd love to be able to do that. But the truth is, I'm not gonna sell an animal to someone knowing that they're susceptible to parasites. And if I wouldn't keep it in my herd, I really don't feel comfortable selling it to somebody else as a breeder. And that's just the way it works. I'm trying to build up a reputation of having good genetics or just having good goats to sell. So like I said, I'm not gonna sell anybody else something that I wouldn't keep myself. So with that being said, that's the main reason I went through and culled them. And on top of that, if I don't cull animals, we're just gonna keep growing, and we're running out of room. We're about 30 full-grown nannies is about all this property can take. Maybe one day when we get another tract of land, we will think about holding on to some more. But let's walk through the main herd. I'll show you a few of the goats that I decided to keep. That will be our future going forward for at least another year, and I'm pretty excited about them. We got some good goats in the group, so let's go check them out. So of course we got sheep. She ain't going nowhere. I would sell her. I've tried before, but Maddie would kill me if I did. We got several goats in here that, you know, kind of close, like this nanny right here. She's not really what I'm looking for. She's kind of got a milk goat frame. She does not real thick, but she raises really good babies every year. So we decided to keep her. This goat right here I was kind of on the fence with, but she got pretty sickly several months ago, but she turned around pretty well. And so I decided to keep her, give her one more shot. A lot of these other goats, they're looking really good, real nice and thick, raise good babies for the most part. and we're just gonna gotta keep some to keep growing. So this is what we're gonna have this year coming up breeding. This is actually one of those little girls that I'm gonna get rid of, and this is a little boy and a little boy that's gonna go on the bus as well. So it is actually time for a pasture rotation for them. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the gate, let them through to their next little pasture. They'll be for about a week, and we'll keep moving them around. I'm gonna try to cut out a few that I want to keep in here while I'm working the gate. They're going into this new pasture full of fescue. So we got everybody moved, and like I was saying earlier, culling is a huge part of your management plan, whether it be cows, horses, pigs, goats, sheep, whatever it is. You always need to be culling those animals that are not going to pass on good genetics throughout your herd. An animal that you're culling is worth a whole lot more than an animal that dies at your place if you continue to have medical issues with that animal. The majority of these animals are going to go into the meat market, but that's just part of it. But like I said, I'm not gonna sell an animal that I wouldn't keep in my own herd to somebody else for them to try to breed. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It'd mean a lot to us. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and we look forward to speaking with you, and we'll see y'all on the next one.